What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to do another movie review for y'all because yeah, I was kind of in a movie mood over the weekend, and I saw a pretty good new movie called Cherry with Tom Holland. So I decided I'll do a review on it because it's still fresh in my mind, and hopefully you guys know a little bit about the movie before you go watch it. And yeah, let's get into this. Okay, so Cherry is a film with, like I said, with Tom Holland, and it's about this young guy who enlists in the army, and he goes into battle, and he's a medic. And then, being a medic, you see really bad shit on the battlefield. And as he, sees all this stuff and has to kind of deal with it on his in his own terms, he's hit with a huge tragedy while in battle, and this kind of shocks him to his core. And he really goes into a bad state of mind, if I can put it like that. And when he then returns home, nothing is exactly the way that it was before he left. And this really takes a toll on him, and he suffers from major PTSD, as well as he develops kind of a really bad drug habit. And after really getting into the drug habit and all this PTSD crap, he resorts to robbing banks to kind of just keep the addiction going, and I guess kind of cope in a way. And yeah, that's when things take a really dark turn, for him and for his character in the movie. And well, without any spoilers, things get real really quickly. So I've seen Tom Holland in a few things. Obviously, Spider-Man probably being my favorite because I'm a huge comic book nerd. But I enjoyed a lot of Tom Holland's movies, and I thought that he's a good actor. But after watching Cherry, holy shit, this guy's got range. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to deny the fact that this is a very talented actor. I went into this movie, kind of expecting, an OG Tom Holland type movie, and he just went above and beyond in this movie. The acting from this guy is insanely good. I mean, I sat there, my jaw was on the floor for almost the entire movie because I could not believe that Tom Holland is this good. I mean, I knew he was good, but he stepped it up in this role. I mean, he's amazing. And as I watched the way that he portrays this character who's going through all this dark stuff and a dark mental state and everything, and the way that he played the part is it's phenomenal. I was so shocked and so surprised, but in a very good way, how well he played this role. It's really, that was amazing. The other actors in the movie are also very good, for the parts that they play in the movie. But since he's the main character and kind of the main focus in the movie, I was very, very pleasantly surprised. And if you haven't seen the movie, it's for Tom Holland's performance alone, this movie is great. So yeah, I would give the acting, especially from Tom Holland in this movie, a 9 out of 10. Really, he's amazing in this role, people. Very, very good role for Tom Holland and for his career. Right, so next I think we'll go into the story. I already kind of explained to you guys what the story is about. If I go into any more detail, I'm going to throw spoilers in there, and I don't want to throw any spoilers in there. With everything that I just told you guys, after he gets back and he starts robbing the banks and everything, and the character is kind of now, he takes the dark turn, and the story goes into another direction with where it's headed. I would give the story an 8 out of 10, a solid 8 out of 10, because there's so much you can do with a story like this, and I think that the way it was done was very well written. Because they basically give it to you in chapters of 5 or 6, so it's good. It's good. I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was good. I thought it was the pace that it went at wasn't too slow. It wasn't too fast. It was it was just good enough for you to really get everything that they were trying to say in this movie. I mean, the movie is 2 hours and 21 minutes. It doesn't feel like that when you watch the movie. I'll be honest. It doesn't feel like a long movie because you're invested in the character, and that was they get you invested in the character really quickly. And with his performance in the movie, you don't want to stop until you see the end. You want to see what happens. That being said, this movie is really not for kids. I know that a lot of young kids look up to Tom Holland and like his movies. This is a very solid R rating for a very good reason, and it's a very new and kind of dark role to see Tom Holland in. But like I said, he's amazing in this movie. So yeah, the story solid 8 out of 10 because it's so well done. Um, the directing in the movie is the Russo brothers. You guys know them from Marvel and a lot of movies from Marvel. John Anthony Russo. Um, the directing in this movie, I would probably give it a 9 out of 10 because these guys are good. I mean, it's not just because they were in Marvel. They are good at what they do. And the directing in this movie, I like the directing style. I like the way that a lot of the scenes were portrayed, and a lot of the shots of the movie were like really well done. So yeah, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for the directing. It's really it's very well done, and it's a real treat for me that's like really into watching the way that a movie is written, directed, produced, the cinematography and the graphics and everything. I'm really focused on that, and for me, this was nice to see that it was really well done. That makes the movie watching experience even better for someone like me. So yeah, this was good. 9 out of 10 for the directing. So when it comes to the overall rating of this movie, although I rated the story a 9, and everything was kind of very highly rated, I think overall I would rate this movie a 7 to a 7.5 out of 10. It's not as high as other movies that I've rated because it's a very, very heavy movie. It deals with a lot of very deep-seated bad issues, and after watching the movie, you do feel the movie's heaviness for a while after you watched it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That you get a lot of very good heavy set movies that when it's done, you feel like, whoa, that was a rough ride. But it's good. But I'm gonna give it a 7 to a 7.5 because it is very, very emotionally draining. That's the best way that I can describe it, because it deals with a lot of real issues and a lot of issues that families and people have to deal with in day-to-day life. So knowing that it's real issues is what makes the movie so when you watch it. But nonetheless, a great movie. So yeah, 7 to a 7.5 out of 10 of the overall movie itself. And again, the performance in this movie from Tom Holland was just amazing. That for me, that was the best part of this movie. I was so surprised at how good he is, that I was like, damn, this guy is just an amazing actor. So if you guys are fans of Tom Holland, and you've seen a lot of his other movies, this is something way new for Tom Holland, but it's so good. It's a brilliant movie. So if you guys haven't seen Cherry, go check it out. If you have seen Cherry, let me know in the comments what you thought about it, what your thoughts on the movie were. And if there's any specific movies that you guys would like to see me review, comment them down below. I will give them a look. I will review them, even if it's an old movie. If you guys request it, I will review it. I have no problem doing that. And please follow all my social media links that I'm going to leave on the screen for you guys. I'd really appreciate you guys helping me out like that. And please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys again next week with another awesome video. Bye.